From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point, brought to you by Strata Networks. I'm your host, Chris Piner. Let's welcome to the VTV6 studio Boyd Edwards and Gayle Allred from the Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus. All right. Well, welcome both of you. First of all, let's just talk a little bit about what the orchestra and chorus is. UBOC, right? I've seen the acronym.
UBOC, yes.
Well, what is it? What is
It's a group of local musicians who've gotten together with distinguished conductors to make the very best music possible in the basin. That's our goal.
How did this start?
It started with a meeting a couple of years ago. I invited several members of the community, some legislators, Dr. Mike Bankhead, USU Department Head of Music, to my home. We asked the question, what can USU, that's my day job at Utah State University, what can it do to promote the performing arts in the Uintah Basin? And so from that, one thing led to another. Ah,
very good. So you were very instrumental in doing this. And Gayle, you're a participant in the organization.
Yes, they announced that they would have auditions, which sounds very scary for people who haven't been professionals, and I thought, I wonder if I dare try out. And a number of people did, and I've been at it since its inception, since the first performance, and it's been wonderful. Absolutely.
And there are
wonderful.
components, various components, isn't that right? As I understand, there's the orchestra part, the chorus or the choir, and at times even other components, dance and children's choirs and things like that.
Yes.
You're in the choir.
I'm in the choir,
part of it.
yes.
And specifically
first soprano.
First soprano. First soprano. That's pretty cool. And have you done it from the very beginning?
Yes.
Right from the onset.
And so each one is just a little different, and they're all wonderful, wonderful. But each one with each conductor adds a new flavor and new insights. It's wonderful.
So Gayle made the auditions.
I made the auditions.
And you've been in it ever since. Now, how many performances have there been so far? It's still new.
Yes,
new, right?
yes, it's quite new. We're in the middle of our second season. We do 2 performances per year, one at Christmas time, one in the spring. So we did those 2 performances last year, and then we did a Christmas this year, and we're preparing for the spring concert.
But the spring now. So it's in its second year and ready to start the third. So Christmas starts it then.
Yeah, we think of it in terms of an academic year.
Right. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm an academic.
Imagine that. I am too, so I understand that. Well, I love that. So the mission statement of the organization, I happened to see this off camera, and I thought it was wonderful. Can you just share that?
Yes. The mission statement is to foster the performing arts by producing high-quality performances, musical performances.
And that you've done. And I've been to these performances, and they are exceptional. And one of these days, I might even audition too, right, Gayle? We'll see. I'm not a soprano. And you can't tell from my snuffy nose today. But another element of this, as I understand it, are these guest conductors, which Gayle kind of mentioned just a little bit. What's cooking this time? Who's been here before, first of all, and then what's coming up?
Dr. Bankhead, who has helped us to organize this, has shown us how you organize something like this. We're now a 501c3 and the whole deal with a board, and a budget of about $30,000 a year is what we run on. He conducted the first 2 performances. He's an internationally renowned conductor. He's conducted in all 50 states, in 18 foreign countries. He and his wife Lynn, he works closely with his wife Lynn to rehearse. She rehearses the chorus, and he rehearses the orchestra, and then brings it all together.
I see.
And then last Christmas we had a guest conductor named Michael Huff, and then in the spring we'll have Dr. Craig Jessup conduct.
So you're not going for the little names here. You're going for people who are recognized, as you said, internationally. What did, if I go back to Dr. Bankhead, you said Dr. Bankhead. What did he think about his experience out here in our little neck of the woods?
He's been very impressed. I think we've exceeded his expectations. He was tickled by the quality of the orchestra and the chorus that we were able to put together. And frankly, it was due in large part to his efforts that we had that kind of quality.
Well, we're certainly, I speak, I think, for many of the people who have come to watch the performances, that this is becoming a cultural centerpiece of our community. So we're very proud that that you all are doing this and bringing it to us.
One thing I thought the last conductor,
Michael Huff,
Brother Huff mentioned was that we are one of the exceptions in Utah. The only group that's a choir like this with an accompanying orchestra is Tabernacle Choir and
Utah Symphony.
Utah Symphony.
Is that right? There you go.
Yeah.
So don't underestimate the Uintah Basin.
Exactly.
And it's the whole Uintah Basin, really, not just Vernal, where I think these performances have taken place, but the entire Uintah Basin is a hot spot for culture and the arts, particularly the performing arts. And so we're not surprised, are we? But yeah, we like to surprise our guests who come out here. Well, when we come back, we'll be discussing their March concert and some more information that you don't want to miss. So we'll be right back after this message from our sponsor, Strata Networks.
With advanced all-digital cable television from Strata Networks, you can enjoy jaw-dropping digital picture on hundreds of channels, exclusive local programming with VTV6, and follow your favorite college teams in incredible HD on the Pac-12 network, all with no contracts, no costly equipment, and no dishes mounted to your home. For details, visit your Strata store in Roosevelt or Vernal or call 622-5007. Strata Networks. We connect lives.
Welcome back to Local Point. Joining me is Boyd Edwards and Gayle Allred from the Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus, and we're going to be discussing the upcoming concert in March. So we talked a little bit about the chorus, the orchestra and chorus, and kind of the founding of it, but let's talk about March. What's coming up? What's happening?
This is a dream come true, Chris. It really is, for me.
Yes.
I have admired what Dr. Craig Jessup has done with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. He served there for 9 years as its musical director, and he will be coming to the Basin to conduct this performance. And as a special guest, Dr. Mac Wilberg, the current conductor of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, will be here with us. So it's a dream come true to have this happen in the Basin.
Yes, these are names that are recognized all over the place, and what a great privilege. Now, Jessup has been here before, and I remember seeing him perform here with the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. They came out, they were on tour, but I don't know if he's been back since. This may be the first time.
He spoke at a USU graduation a few years back, maybe 5 years back, but he remembered that performance with the Tabernacle Choir.
Oh, very good.
And he wondered whether it was at Vernal Middle School. He wasn't really sure.
No, it was at the junior high, the Vernal Junior High School. Yeah, very small. I don't know how the choir fit in there, but they did. And it was part of the sesquicentennial, as I recall, I think. Or maybe it was a Tabernacle Choir anniversary, but it was wonderful. Wonderful. So he's going to be here. And how will he be actually, he'll be conducting. And how will Wilberg fit into the performance?
Let you go.
Oh, okay, I'll take it, yeah. Well, Dr. Wilberg will be here. We'll be doing, the entire concert will be Wilberg's arrangements and compositions.
Oh.
And Wilberg will be here and probably conduct a couple of numbers. And we're not sure exactly how that will work. Craig Jessup will conduct most of it, and Dr. Wilberg will conduct.
Might step in. He just might.
Yeah.
You'll have to come to the performance and find out. But all arrangements Wilberg arrangements.
One interesting point too is in our past 2 performances we've done very religious Easter, Christmas. This is a change. This is going to be fun. We've got some Homeward Bound, Shenandoah, some wonderful pieces that are different. When I was thinking of Shenandoah, I thought when we practiced it our first time, I was thinking that just has an impact, and it mesmerized the whole group, many of whom had never sung that song before. And I went home and I researched it online, and I thought, what is Shenandoah about? Why did it have that feeling? And originally that was a sailor song, and a fellow had gone up, navigated the wide Missouri, fell in love with Chief Shenandoah's daughter and wanted to marry her. But then if you've ever seen the movie Shenandoah, who was that? Anyway, it'll come to me. He was in the Kentucky in the Shenandoah Valley when the Civil War broke out, Jimmy Stewart. And so that's, the song goes along with that. Both of them have powerful implications, and it just grabs your heartstrings when you think about the Civil War and coming home, and most of his family were killed in that Civil War, and he wishes for the old days of Shenandoah Valley. So as you're singing each of those, whichever impacts you, the music has power, and it affects each person individually.
Yes.
Gayle,
do you
great.
find other people do that? I'm intrigued by the research you did because it touched you in a way. Are the performers doing that kind of thing? Or are they given some background information?
Well, I know that sometimes our conductor does that.
I've seen
sometimes
that
he does it
before,
for the
and
benefit of the audience, and we're going, oh, that's wonderful. And it helps as we sing the music. It helps us feel what we're singing, and we sing better.
Yes. Oh, that's good. Well, with the audience, it touches the audience that way too when you have that little bit of connection. Well, let's talk about some of the details because this performance is just right around the corner here. When is it? I said the March performance, but specifically it's
March 7th.
Right, that's
Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. A single performance. Tickets are available at our website, uboc.org,
right,
where you can find other information.
Is that the way that you prefer people purchase the tickets, just through the website, or are there other ways, or might they be available at the door?
They will be available also at the door. Thank you for mentioning that. Yes,
if there are any left.
If there
are
at the time
left.
of this filming, there are tickets available, but get there quick. Go to the website uboc.org, and maybe you'll luck out and find some at the door. But very likely this one is sold out or going to sell out. But check, find out first. So you said 7:30 p.m. at the Vernal Middle School.
Yes.
Saturday, March 7th. Get your tickets in advance if you can. What a great treat. Should audience members prepare for anything else, or just come and enjoy? Any other tidbits or sneak peeks? Or
well, come ready to be touched.
Any sing-alongs? You had sing-alongs in the last concert.
No sing-alongs this time. Some pieces are breathtakingly beautiful. Others are toe-tapping. Just hand clapping, banjo, fiddle.
So a full variety.
A full variety, yeah.
Well, I'm so glad you both came, and I wish you the very, very best in this performance. And we'll treat our guest conductors well again, right? Hopefully knock their socks off.
Yes, we will.
Thank you for joining us here on Local Point, and be sure to reserve your seats fast. That's all for now. Remember to like us on Facebook for updates on your favorite VTV programming. We'll see you next time.